metal wings to fly won't take you to the stars. Use the metal for a boat and you won't sail too far. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode. Science can be tricky, it can overheat your brain. Science can be hard to chew, each bite can be a pain. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode.
Is that a real Firebird? Of course not. It's her first cousin on her mother's side. And here, I'm posing for Picasso in his famous Dove of Peace painting. I never would have believed it. And yes, not too many people notice the similarities. Well, this photo looks amazingly familiar. My good friend, this entire story happened specifically because of you. How's that? Why don't I remember anything about it? Well, that's because you weren't there. Honestly, it's not getting very clear. Oh, it's the most amazingly funny story. Everything started, of course, because of one of your usual experiments. Oh, careful! In your hands lies the future of mankind!
Whew, judging from this, mankind has a very heavy future. Holy carrots! It looks like a monument to that plate that I broke last week.
Maybe it was a very famous dish.
Very funny. This device, my witty friend, sends radio signals into space.
You should have just said so then. It's a radio.
Technically, yes. But this isn't an ordinary radio. In my signal, there is a friendly encoded message to alien civilizations.
There you go. You what? Believe in aliens?
Indeed I do. After all, Earth isn't the only planet in the universe. In our galaxy, there are about 200 billion stars. And at least one planet is spinning around every one of them.
What? And there's an alien sitting on every one of them?
Unfortunately, no. But given that quantity of planets, the likelihood that life exists on at least one of them is very, very high.
Be more specific, please. Is there any way to determine the probability?
It is possible. There is even a special formula for calculating the number of civilizations in our galaxy. This equation was thought up in 1961 by American scientist Frank Drake.
Cool! I wish I knew what all these squiggles meant.
Oh, that is elementary. The first factor indicates how many stars are born in the galaxy every year. The second factor, what portion of these stars have planets. The third factor shows what share of them are suitable for sustaining life. The fourth factor is the probability of life originating on the planet given the right conditions. The fifth factor is the probability of the genesis of intelligent life on inhabited planets. And the sixth factor shows the percentage of civilizations which would be capable of contact. And the last factor at last, the seventh one, indicates the time during which these civilizations exist and perhaps transmit radio signals into space. If we multiply all these values, then we will get the number of civilizations which are ready to accept a radio signal from our planet.
Incredible! So does that mean that aliens really exist?
Well, what did I tell you? You see, there's even a formula for it.
And they might receive our signal at any given moment?
And arrive here.
Theoretically, yes. However, we don't know a majority of the values in this formula yet, and can therefore only assume.
We can't have all this garbage around for our fellow intelligent life form brothers. Everything needs to be in tip-top shape.
Cosmic shape.
We need to warn everyone immediately.
What?
To us?
To fly?
Space Brothers in Arms?
What, any minute now? We'll all be darned.
Are you ready for contact with alien civilizations?
Huh? Here they are!
The Earth welcomes you, dear visitor, who plowed at a great hurtling speed through boundless space to extend a friend of handship to our planet. We have long
so
waited for your visit, prepared
Perhaps
for it
we're
for quite
all
some
too big.
time. Our expectations have all
Looks like a
been
tadpole.
Barry!
How uncultured.
And I ask you to accept this gift as a sign of our readiness for contact out of the goodness, as they say, of our hearts.
He respects traditions.
And now for the cultural part of our program. This is a green planet.
This is winter.
This is summer!
This is a tasty little cutlet.
This is a poem about love. This is a shovel.
This is the brooch.
And a few more poems.
An automotive carburetor.
And this is the favorite carrot!
These are dumbbells for exercise.
These are weed and garden beds.
And this is a puzzle!
Hide and seek.
This is a creative rush.
It's a diesel fuel engine. It's a radish and sweet butter.
These are my glasses in a case.
This is a black Casanova.
These are piano passages.
These are real landscapes.
These are boats and fuselages. This is soap.
And this is love.
This is a bicycle bell!
This is a book on elocution.
This is a green planet.
This is a favorite earth. This is a favorite earth.
Tell me, my friend, whether you are authorized to choose a worthy Earthling for a return trip to your planet.
Dibs! I'll go on a social visit! Fly away on a spaceship!
Crash, certainly your application is more than worthy. But in my opinion, the one who should go should be...
The most beautiful. He must be the most beautiful. Or she.
9. Contact between civilizations is primarily an exchange of achievements in the area of technical progress.
I'll go and learn about their agricultural achievements.
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind either.
But it's very dangerous. An airless spaceship, G-forces, I mean. Only someone very well prepared could withstand such an experience.
I'm all right where I am, and weightlessness makes my horns itch.
And nevertheless, I believe that I would be the best candidate.
Why is that exactly?
Well, I don't know.
that's
No one
it.
ever listens
That's
to it.
me.
Don't make any different family. It doesn't matter.
My friends, why are you torturing this unfortunate creature?
That's it. We're starting an interplanetary conflict.
And And nevertheless, my friends, allow me to ask, why are you torturing this poor frog? A frog?
But what about aliens? Visitors? How about your space radio? Didn't it work?
Oh, I see you've been, as they say, caught up in this topic. I should note that sending a radio impulse to other civilizations is not the only way to search for fellow intelligent life forms. It is possible to investigate planets which move around the stars similar to our sun and at the same distance as Earth. They are about 150 million kilometers away. If the star's radiation is greater than the sun's, then life becomes possible at greater distances from it and vice versa. For example, if radiation from the star is more than the sun's by a factor of 4, then mortal life becomes possible at a distance from the star of 300 million kilometers. Unfortunately, unexplored planets of this kind are very far from us, and it is almost impossible to see them in a telescope. Therefore, we can only guess about their existence from their brightness. A planet rotates around a star and hides a part of its radiation from the astronomer. If we periodically record the reduction of the star's brightness, then it is possible to calculate the period of the planet's rotation and its relative size. Then we calculate the mass of the star and distance to it in order to understand whether life is possible on that planet. It's estimated that in our galaxy, life could exist on approximately 11 billion planets. And if we have fellow intelligent space brothers in arms there, then our radio signal will only reach them after many, many years. Is something wrong?
And there you have the story. Ha ha ha. Contact between civilizations, space brothers in arms. My friend, you don't listen to me at all.
Did you see that?
But that's
phenomenal.
On a previous occasion, Pin got for real sicky poo because he skipped his mandatory flu vaccination, which sent Olga on a coffee-fueled rant from which no one was safe. Meanwhile, Daco gave Krash and Chico just enough information about the fight going on inside Pin against the invading viruses to give Krash a massively reckless idea. He and Chico would borrow the smallerizer pod, shrink themselves down, find a way inside Pin's body, and help fight in the battle against Pin's illness.
Greetings and salutations. We come in peace and stuff.
We didn't come in peace. We're here to fight a war. They could be the enemy. I don't like the way they use their faces. Yuck.
There's someone else over there. Look.
That's an enemy, all right. Probably.
Hey, onboard computer. Can you please show us the location of the smallerizer module? Nope. Nope. No. Oh, wait. Yep, there you are. Are you pulling my horns? They have ventured outside the module?
Teenagers. Chico, it doesn't really look like anybody's fighting here. Maybe Pin is already better? Holy carrots on a cracker! We're just friendly visitors!
Pig!
What the hyper hop is that?
That's a virus!
Daco?
Just stay as far away as possible from it, lads. We have connected to the body cam on your pressure suit so we can see where you are, which at this moment is in grave danger.
We're fine, chill out. Just tell me, if that guy is a virus, does that mean that those are the good guys? Hey there. Daco, what are these freaky things those good guys just threw to me and Chico? They look like ice cube slingshots.
Those things that you're calling good guys for some reason have got a perfectly fine name. They're called lymphocytes. And those things are the weapons lymphocytes use to fight off viruses.
Weapons, huh? All right. Yeah! Just point me to the nearest bad guy. Where are they?
Put those things down unless you want to be eaten. I'm dead serious.
What do you mean, eaten?
Just look at the virus. That! I mean that. When infectious microbes or antigens enter the body, they are recognized by white blood cells called lymphocytes. The lymphocytes release markers called antibodies that bind to the antigens, marking them for destruction.
How come that jerk-face virus got the same thing I did, but his is even bigger?
Because when antibodies adhere to bacteria and viruses, phagocytes, another type of white blood cell, have receptors that can detect the antigens. Then the phagocytes devour the antigens, helping the body to fight the infection and get well.
But we're the good guys. Hey, Spike Blob! Fetch! Chico, this is our chance! I can't believe this! How could they mistake us, awesome heroes, for evil viruses? How could they not know that we're heroes the second they saw us? Hello, our suits are completely white. Pin's immune system is kind of an oaf.
Oh, it's not a matter of good and bad. It's just because you come from outside of him. Good or bad, you're an invader.
It's not personal.
Look out! We lost the connection.
None of this would be happening. If you'd got, you're shot.
Guess not.
Just back off! You want some of this? Do you remember where we parked the smallerizer? 'Cause I think we're lost.
We've got to get them out of there somehow. Hey, onboard computer.
Her name's Midge.
I'd like to go home now.
Chico, look! These things move like clockwork.
I'd really like to go home now.
Chico, don't even breathe.
I don't want my immune system to battle Krash and Chico.
Please try not to trouble yourself about that. The more that you worry, then the faster your blood will circulate through your body, which then means the faster your leukocytes will pursue our poor miniature friends.
Adrenaline! No.
And now I'm worried about being worried. How nice.
The objects have been found. The objects have been found.
Oh, well, there they are. They're alive, but they're still outside the module. Ms. the computer, direct the module to the objects and evacuate immediately.
You got it, Toots.
I want to go home.
Stay back.
I want to go home.
I'm warning you.
I want to go home. I want to go home. Oh, please. Ah!
You don't want to mess with this rabbit.
Objects are back aboard the pod. Starting evacuation.
Great! Now, just, travel along the circulatory system. It should have the lowest number of leukocytes.
As you wish.
What has the highest number?
The highest numbers are found in the lymph nodes, the bone marrow, and the spleen.
Yo, viruses, the spleen was just talking smack about your moms. There's one other thing I don't get. If these, leukocyte doohickeys are so awesome at fighting off viruses, what do we need vaccinations and medicine for?
Well, there's a problem. Viruses are changing and mutating all the time. As lymphocytes need time to find antibodies that will effectively adhere to the new mutations of the viruses, while lymphocytes experiment and adjust, viruses have time to multiply and keep making us ill. Doctors will often prescribe medicines that can assist our lymphocytes. We may also drink hot beverages in order to help increase circulation and move the lymphocytes more quickly throughout our bodies. But if a vaccine is available, that's the best solution. Vaccines are made of dead or weakened antigens. They can't cause infection, but the immune system still produces antibodies to fight them. Then if an active antigen of that kind enters the body, the immune system remembers it and can fight it immediately and effectively.
The smallerizer shrink battery will be completely depleted in 2 minutes.
Yay, more mortal danger. Move your tushies right now!
Sure thing, boss.
Ah! Red alert! Keep moving!
1 minute until revigorization.
Faster! Faster! Through the alveoli to the bronchi! Then just follow the trachea!
Upchuck Highway. Check.
Oh.
What if we don't get out?
That is not an option! Poor Pin!
PinCode would be Pin Explode.
Time left until revigorization. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Next came 2 huge viruses. I gave the first one that, and the second one that. What? That's how it went down. Anyway, my heroic deeds aside, all that matters is that Pin got better. Right, Chico?
In 1908, Russian scientist Ilya Mechnikov and German scientist Paul Ehrlich were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine for their work on immunity. Ilya Mechnikov is famous as the father of natural immunity, and for the recipe of Mechnikov's sour milk, a probiotic. More than 100 years later, we continue to study the ongoing battle between our immune systems and the antigens that invade them. And new discoveries continue to be made. In fact, in 2011, American scientist Bruce A. Beutler, Canadian scientist Ralph M. Steinman, and French scientist Jules A. Hoffman received the Nobel Prize for discoveries in innate immunology and adaptive immunity.
Just sitting in here like some kind of sad animal. Why don't you get out and have some fun?
For what? There's no garden. Nothing's real. Well, no room in space for nature.
Look at this as new free time. You can't garden, but you can start a new hobby.
I don't know where to start. I'm lost out here. Don't worry about me. I'm just an old farmer. Look at how shiny. This one's perfect.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
I don't want it either. There's no pests on this ship. Nothing to protect all my crops from.
Okay, sounds great. Let's go play games. This depressing environment is bad for my ears.
Worm got in?
Yeah, that's right, you little thieves. Thought you could follow me into space, did you? Prepare to meet Ursa Major.
So Barry seems lively all of a sudden. Not that it's bad. Should we be glad that he has a hobby?
I'll put the bear in Barbarian. No mercy for bugs.
Rage is totally better than bumming us out.
This spaceship ain't big enough for the two of us. Look at what these monsters have done. My traps haven't been working. I can't live with this. Somewhere there's a pest and he's got to go.
How phenomenal!
He's in here somewhere. A stowaway and food thief.
He's probably been in here from the beginning. A passenger from Earth.
I don't care where. The important thing is that we find this thing. That might be hard. Our foods aren't see-through.
See-through food? Now there's an idea. I might be able to solve your little problem, all by using magnets.
I'm no scientist, but worms aren't made of metal.
I would use it another way. We already know how everything is made of atoms, and each atom has a nucleus, and electrons orbit this nucleus like they're stuck to it. So in a way, nuclei are kind of like small magnets.
But if they're magnets, why don't we all stick to metal stuff? Shouldn't forks be stuck to our bodies?
Well, the magnets in a nucleus are pretty weak. Plus, the magnetic field is pulled in every direction, so it can't really propel us in a direction. But if we were to put them in a magnetic field, however, now things are different. Those nuclei line up their magnetic poles to the same direction.
Oh, this means anything that's not a metal can become a magnet?
Not quite. The nuclei of a non-metal wouldn't quite line up the right way. In fact, they might just wobble around for a while, kind of confused. This weird phenomenon is called nuclear precession.
Okay, I still don't get it. So wobbly atoms are gonna help us find a bug?
This will all make sense soon. We just need to find the speed of this bug's nuclear precession. Every nucleus spins at a different speed, which means there's a different frequency between sugar and water. If we find out what that speed is, we can figure out the quantity of water and sugar inside a piece of fruit, such as a watermelon. Isn't it awesome? We can use these spinning nuclei and take a look right inside. Nucleus-tastic!
Pesticides work good too.
You should have more faith, Barry. There's no way this plan could go wrong.
Hear that? They're going to figure out everything.
Well, don't worry.
When we get to it.
Let's go.
Initiating particle shrinkage.
Where should we feast today, Chico? Apple City? How about going for citrus today?
How about vegetables? I've been a little nutrient deficient.
All right, then. Destination Carrotville. Oh, man. Look at that! Magic! I have died and gone to Carrot Heaven!
This thief went to Carrot Heaven. We have to find out why. Something about frequencies and stuff?
Yes, frequencies.
But what do you expect us to do? Find this bug with atomic X-rays? Doc, go look at it. I need help.
Don't you worry, I've got a plan. To figure out the speed of our nuclear procession, we'll need to zap them with some radio waves.
Oh, you mean like the new Michael Bublé single?
No, more like a microwave. We measure the frequencies until they match and create resonance. Our equipment would be able to find the moment the resonance was created. This is called, well, nuclear magnetic resonance. With nuclear magnetic resonance, we can see inside almost any object. It's a little more complex than an X-ray, but the payoffs can be phenomenal. Ah, science is amazing.
So we can use these magnetic nukes on all my vegetables and stuff.
Magnetic resonance, and absolutely.
So what are we waiting for? Let's do it!
Prepare to be amazed by my nuclear magnetic resonance machine. I know we'll find your culprit shortly. Your fruits will be hit with an extremely strong magnet. From there, we'll be able to see its cross-section. The magnetic waves travel through the apple and give us a perfect view into what's happening outside. This method is called tomography, though it's not named after, you know, a guy named Tom.
Amazing. Let's go now. Here, it's the last apple.
Huh. No luck.
That lot of help your magnet nuke thingy did to help my plants. I've still got some pesticide lying around. I'll use that and pummel them back to Earth.
Hold your horses. I'm sure we just didn't look hard enough.
Well, what do I do now? Just watch as all my crops get eaten away?
I think we should look one more time at the ones that have been chewed.
Hang on. Can we go zoom in on this one? We found him! Thought he could get away. He's in a watermelon. That food thief.
I still feel really bad about this.
What for? It's not for us. It's for Barry, right? We're just putting a sense of purpose back into his life. Huh? Shh.
What's that?
Came from over there. Let's move in.
We don't have to.
Oh, there's nothing that
Did we lose it? This is the end.
Sweet honey, what are you two doing in there?
Obviously, we caught the worm for you. So, you're welcome!
Yep.
Oh. What were you thinking? That could have been so unsafe. What if I decided to bake? You both would have been in a pie. Goodness.
We did it for Barry because
He didn't have anything to do.
Now he's not depressed, so you should thank us.
Yes, who's my good little wormy, huh? I think somebody wants a delicious orange. Oh, gotta jump for it, my little thief. I'll have to add some furniture for you.
Nuclear magnetic resonance was discovered by Felix Bloch and Edward Mills Purcell. Their discovery made a huge impact on the world of science, and in 1952, they won the Nobel Prize in Physics. Decades later, Paul C. Lauterbur and Peter Mansfield invented a new method of magnetic resonance that would allow people to see inside things. You could now look inside human bodies, or fruit, or yes, even inside a brain. This won them the Nobel Prize in 2003. Sorry, Barry, not in gardening. They won it for physiology.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Resonance. Happy birthday to you. Resonance? Resonance! Hurry! He fell! He's not moving! Hurry up!
Right then, where's our patient?
Here.
What is this? A joke?
There's no joke here. He hasn't gotten up since he fell down.
But I'm not a vet, am I? It's one thing to treat bears or rams, but this... Well, I could give it a try, of course.
Oh, no.
If you could stand aside, please. Breathe in, breathe out. Say ah.
Well, how is he?
A definite diagnosis I can't give you, but it seems to me it's just old age.
So where can I find a younger doctor then?
I was referring to your worm.
But my Resonance should be perfectly fine. He's still a youngin'. What causes us to grow old anyway?
Well, if we're speaking generally, let's take, for example, well, just a house.
A house?
A house. Now, what do you do once it starts getting old?
Well, I suppose we would need to do a complete renovation. All the bricks would need to be changed.
Exactly. We as organisms are like houses. Our bodies consist of countless tiny bricks or cells. From time to time, some of these bricks wear out and fall away.
So it's not long before we fall apart.
Don't worry, you're not falling apart. As soon as the old cells go, their neighbours start repairs. In science, this is called mitosis, or cell division. The division takes place in several steps. Each cell contains a nucleus so small that you can barely discern what's inside it.
Okay, they look like threads or something.
That's how the first step of division begins. Those threads are chromosomes. A chromosome is like a giant molecule of, if I can remember correctly, deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA for short. They contain an enormous amount of our genetic or hereditary information. Ants have the smallest number of chromosomes, just 2. People have 23 pairs, but the organism with the most chromosomes is...
A bear, no doubt.
No, a fern. All these chromosomes have their own copies, especially for mitosis. In the second step of division, all the chromosomes line up into a chain. Then the cell stretches, and each chromosome divides in half And presto, now we have 2 cells with their own nuclei. Inside each nucleus, every chromosome finishes building its own copies for the next division. And now we have a new cell in place of the old one. Renovations, as they say, are all done. We get old because our cells stop dividing well, and that's how the bricks get worn out.
And why do they stop dividing?
I need to brush up. I should refresh my memory and check in a few books.
Welcome to this wonderful place. Sooner or later, all worms come here. Or should I say, only the best ones. Like me, for example. I am the famous Worm of Doubt. That you haven't heard of me only makes you better. So let's see what we have here that's so good. Take a look for yourself. It truly is a great place that you could stay in forever, don't you think?
All right, let me see. What's this?
How is it going?
Well, if you just let me get on with it.
It's just that resonance, for some reason won't wake up for anything.
Let him rest. In sleeping, the body's processes all slow down. He can sleep a while and have some nice worm dreams.
Bravo, you passed the first test. Who needs such banalities? Indeed, you have a whole world of worm possibilities in front of you. Here, you can have whatever your heart desires, and even more. What about a new body? Okay, maybe not a huge difference, but what's wrong with trying out something new, right? It's a magical feeling, don't you think?
Don't give up on me yet, old-timer.
I found it! Who's the best? I'm the best! I found the reason why our cells can't keep dividing forever. When our cells divide, it doesn't happen without any effect on the chromosomes. The thing is, at the end of each chromosome is a type of fasty cap which is called a telomere. These caps protect the chromosome from converging with other molecules. During mitosis and chromosome copying, the telomeres get shorter and shorter until they disappear altogether. After that, fully fledged copying becomes impossible. The cells stop regenerating and our bodies start irreversibly aging.
So, all we need to do is figure out how to extend these telomeres.
That's absolutely right!
Resonance. Hold on and we'll fix everything really soon.
I have to confess that an anti-aging elixir does not seem possible.
Hey, you, don't give up just yet. We haven't tried everything after all.
Barry, if Spheroscope didn't contain the answer, then that means they won't invent it for another 1,000 years.
Well, naturally, a new body is such a trifle. Is it really worth limiting yourself with such trivialities? You can become one with the entire universe and have eternal life in the form of mass or energy. Wait, don't go there. You don't know what's waiting for you there. Maybe there's nothing there at all. You won't be able to come back. Do you understand? Don't go! Don't go! Don't go!
Resonance?
So, Barry, congratulations to you. I mean, who could have guessed that your little worm was just waiting to give birth?
So as it turns out that Resonance is a girl?
Not exactly. He multiplies by blastogenesis.
Well then, I'll be darned. Well, who's my big eater, My little Resonance and Telomerekins are big eaters. Eat up, you guys. And don't you even think of getting sick.
I'm not sure they actually could. I've been carefully studying Resonance's cells. He has, as it turns out, the amazing ability to regenerate. You could say that his cells can divide eternally. It could be that the key to eternity lies in this one's cells.
20 seconds remaining until docking with the module.
BB, reduce the speed by half. Shift to the right by 1 meter.
Incorrect course. Time remaining until docking. There are 5,
50 centimeters higher.
3,
to the left
2,
by 23 centimeters.
1. Contact with the module. Contact with the module. Docking did not take place. Docking simulation is over.
If the docking had actually happened, we'd have all been completely kaput. Oh, no, we're all doing the right thing. Just need to calculate a bit more accurate. Tomorrow we will try again. Bad calculation is always bad. BB, set the course higher by 34 centimeters. And now down by 19 centimeters, and to the right by 13.
The docking did not take place. Docking simulation is over.
To the right by 3 centimeters. No, to the left. And 1 down.
The docking did not take place.
To the right, 3 4/100ths of a millimeter. Down 56/100ths of a millimeter. No, 57 or 60. Ah, we missed it again. Let's try even more precisely.
Hey, young man, watch yourself.
BB is very upset. We used to do everything together, but now...
Huh, you think he's bothered about your tiny little mishap? Maybe he just isn't getting enough attention, huh?
You think BB is upset because of me? That can't be.
It can.
Where'd you get that?
Yesterday before bed, you called him a model. For docking! Huh.
Then what should I do?
Just tell the truth, that you love him and that you appreciate his help.
Yes, but BB is a robot. He wouldn't understand that. It's necessary to express everything in figures.
Were you planning to measure love or something?
Ho! You shouldn't underestimate mathematics. Mathematics is the queen of sciences. Simply no other science can exist without figures, calculations, and formulas. Whether you're playing music, painting a picture, writing a poem, whatever you're doing, you're still using mathematics. Because at the core, everything is harmony. Harmony which can be verified by precise mathematical calculations. If the notes in a melody go without a mathematical order, you have a cacophony. A picture which is pleasing to the eye is drawn according to the laws of symmetry and the golden ratio. And in a rhyme, each line has its own line length, and if broken, then such a work will be very difficult to listen to. Mathematics is the basis for everything. After all, our entire universe obeys mathematical law. Mathematics is the queen of science.
Oh, yeah? And a corn on the cob is the queen of the cornfields.
But if we try an algorithm... 9. That's not it. Imaginary numbers don't work either.
Oh, wow. Well, you have a formula of love?
That nothing's working. Maybe I need some special figure.
It's just that you do not know how to express your feelings with words. That's why you're babbling.
Where I come from, we didn't really talk too much.
Huh, I can see that. But don't you have any warm memories from your childhood?
Yeah, of course. In order not to freeze during the polar night, we'd cling on to each other. It was very warm and cozy.
Well, there you go. That's just lovely.
But now there's no need for it. It's not cold at all.
You're just hopeless.
I'm very reliable. The whole problem is this silly module. There is no module, there is no problem.
Just hopeless.
Silly module. BB'll find out how much Daddy loves him. Useless hunk of metal. Now you'll find out what an angry penguin looks like. Take that! All because of you! Why did I create you? Take that! Stupid! Useless! I created you! I'll destroy you! Hunk of junk!
Emergency module has left base. Emergency module has left base.
You've already learned this? How to attach a sphere jet to this thing?
Computer, engage! I have an unforeseen... Oh my god! Nothing is working. And that is not good.
Warning. The emergency module is not protected from cosmic radiation. Prolonged use is not recommended.
How can I help you with this if I do not know how to count these commands? Huh. So exact commands aren't necessary? But Pin said... Soft If that's about me, I think I'll be offended.
Since ancient times, we have been striving to measure and calculate everything more accurately, trying to invent more precise instruments and more powerful machines. But in the end, we've been forced to admit some things just do not lend themselves to an accurate measurement. For example, how to determine a tall house or a short one. Suppose you can say that the house is less than 2 meters. Short. Then the question arises, what is the house 2 meters and 1 centimeter tall? Is it not considered short? But if we move the border that divides the concepts short and tall, then the question still remains. To define such concepts, soft sciences was invented. Thanks to soft sciences, we can determine the height of the house more flexibly. Short, not very short, rather short than tall, rather short, more or less short. Such descriptions are known as linguistic variables. Soft sciences are suitable not only to determine our attitude to an object, but has found wide application in various technologies, where accurate definitions only slow down the process. For example, docking a spacecraft is much faster and safer with social commands. The multivariance of the correct answer is an important discovery in modern science, combining the exact science of psychology.
It turns out, exact numbers are not necessary. Speaking roughly, we'll be faster and better. That I can do. Full speed ahead.
I'm sorry, Bibi. I never had time to tell you the most important thing.
A little bit to the right, and now a little higher to the left.
If you are reading these lines, no, better not. Dear Bibi, I never had time to tell you.
Okay, a tad to the left. Yeah.
Docking was successful.
Great, we docked.
Bibi, I've got to tell you something important. I wrote it all down. I wanted to say... Bibi, my son, your dad loves you.
Oh, man.